Debt is good. Now, let me ask, have you ever had a credit card or a car loan? And tell me about that. How did you feel about that? Did you feel like you were constantly just pouring money into these things and never really getting ahead? Well, I can relate, because in my 20s, I was horrible with money. You know, I had credit cards, I was buying stuff that I didn't need, and I was constantly running in this cycle of almost hand to mouth of like, get debt, pay down debt, get debt, pay down debt, and it really didn't get me anywhere. So it's natural that if you've had experiences like that too, you might start to think debt is bad, don't ever use debt, cut up the credit cards, never use debt, and it's going to be the thing that traps you. But I'm here to tell you something a little different. When I started to enhance my financial IQ and understand a bit more about how wealth and economics started to work, I was starting to realize that debt is actually one of the best things you can use to accelerate your current position from where you are now to where you want to be. But you have to be very specific about the type of debt and how you're using it. Okay, because there is good debt and bad debt. Now, I would say that a car loan is bad debt because you're putting that into a depreciating asset. The value of the asset is going to go down. Cars are worth less over time. Okay, the same thing with a credit card. You're paying expenses on things that potentially you don't need. You're paying interest on that. But what about mortgages? Or what about using a credit card for something like, business? If you can create debt which is going to produce an income in a low risk way, you're actually going to start to use debt as a resource, as an energy source that is going to drive you further forward. So it's really about understanding, okay, what is the function of this debt? What am I going to use it for? And is that thing that I'm going to use it for going to be an income producing activity? Because if you can use debt in a way that whatever you're buying is going to not only cover all of the expenses, so for example, a cash flow positive property, but also allow you to accelerate from that point, use it as a launching pad, that's when you start to know, okay, I can start to use this as a tool. And then that's when the psychology around debt starts to shift between you becoming a slave to debt and debt being a slave to you. I hope that helps.